Hey! And we are back.
Woo!
Nice. Okay.
Yay!
So, uh, we're gonna start with some recap because it's been a while. It's been a while! Um, let's see. You exited the caves via the tunnel and found yourself in the Great Lake connected to Daybreak and Swordbreak. You decided to continue hunting after the mage, Sarleen, and after finding his boat on a shore, you concluded he was most likely moving in a northern direction inland. You noticed that the black tar, the liquid substance that was previously discovered in his blood, had separated itself from the blood and crawled underground in a northern direction. You continue north, and you saw some dark clouds from the northwest towards the Jade Woods, which eventually reached you as well. You found this city of Daybreak, and Maddie led you inside and guided you to the tavern Morning Race as the rain came down. Maddie, you found a couple of dwarfs from Sanabora, and you began to play your hammer, your battle hammer, and one of them were playing their drums, and you had a jam session. It was a new style of music, and quite mind expanding for the guests. You also spoke to and questioned people around town about Sarleen, but no one had seen him. You found a vessel in the harbor that was a Rex Rigian, vessel from Rex Ridge, most likely a nobility, a noble, on official business. With the help of Aisha's arcane awareness, you also got the sense that the dark clouds that were still looming over the area and further away towards the Jade Woods was some kind of unnatural happening. It was some sort of manipulation, possibly some curse. You went to sleep in the tavern, Maddie in your room, and Ace between Neffendale and Holomeon in another room. And you spend a night and you get a full rest. And you wake up in the morning.
Nice.
A new day has dawned. Um, you can see outside the window. The sun is coming through at places. There are still some clouds looming. Um, there's still some rain, but not that much. Um, what do you want to do?
Eat breakfast.
Breakfast.
Yeah, breakfast.
Hmm? Aisha, you wake up between your good friend Holomeon and Neffendil in this bush of hair, and
I crawl out,
you crawl out. Okay,
coughing, coughing up a hairball.
sweet. And you head down and to get some breakfast.
I poke them as I have cleared my clothes and go like, breakfast!
Hmm?
We should go get breakfast, and then I fly off.
Ah. Yeah,
Yeah.
I get up as well and um roll Neffendale out of bed, and
Yes.
we walk downstairs.
Maddie, you wake up hungover, I would assume.
Yeah, I rolled a
Yeah,
constitutional save
I
for
saw
the
it.
how I remember that I would consider. And Maddie's not. I well, I don't think she's awake. She wakes up. Maddie wakes up in her room and tries to stand up, and then sort of fuck it, she says, and goes back to bed.
Okay. You sleep in. Nifendil and Holomeon, when you come downstairs, you see there are some guests that are awake at this hour. It is not super early. You've seen there are some dishes and stuff. Probably some have already had their breakfast and have went out to seize the day. But you're free to serve yourself. It's like a what's called like a catering situation going on. There's like fried eggs and boiled eggs and some bread and some water, and you help
No.
yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Holomeon bills his hands and carries it over to a table. And I also fill my pockets with eggs and stuff.
Okay. You take a couple of boiled eggs and you stuff them down your pockets. And you carry
Yep.
your food with you in the palm of your hands.
Yep.
Well, Ace is struggling with taking one egg, flying over to the table, putting it there, and flying back and taking a bread, flying over to pick. Only taking one item at a time.
If that's the case, Holomeon helps her.
Would Aisha want the help, or would you feel like you're capable
Yeah.
of doing it yourself?
No, she would take the help,
Hmm?
just then she can eat more.
Yeah.
So she goes like, and take that egg too, and that bread too, and that one too.
Yep.
Sweet.
Holomeon helps her.
Yeah, you find a table. Again, you immediately catches people notice you. You catch some glimpses. A bushman and a fairy walks into a tavern. We all know how the story ends. It's an unusual pairing. It's not the most common customer here in a place like Daybreak. Some you recognize from
Cool.
yesterday as well.
Aisha tries to look cool when she cracks her egg open, like giving the people that's there like, I'm going to crush your skulls.
Okay. Yeah. Anything you want to talk about? Anything you want to share?
Where's Maddie?
Maddie has not appeared from her room yet.
Yeah.
Holomeon shrugs. Don't know.
Was that a no?
No? Yeah. Should we get out of here? I mean, why are we here?
It's a body. Marmots. What the fuck? You can hear some cursing from inside the door, and Maddie opens. She's naked.
Probably hear some moans from upstairs because they're downstairs at the moment.
Oh, they're still down. Sorry, I misunderstood
That's
the
fine. That's
situation.
fine.
Never mind.
They're downstairs eating breakfast.
Okay, never mind.
The hunting dwarf.
Yeah, no, but is the hunting dwarf here?
The hunting dwarf. No, we are hunting dwarf.
Yeah.
Not hunting dwarf. Sorcerer dwarf.
Yeah. But is he here?
No.
No.
Have we gotten the information about Moon Peak and stuff? I can't remember how we got
Yeah.
that information and who knows
You
it.
saw you saw some notes about a smith. The previous smith in Swordbreak that had moved to Moon's Peak.
Yeah.
Yeah, also you've heard of Moon's Peak, and you know where it's located.
Yeah. Uh, maybe Moon Peak.
And we should get Maddie and get going.
Yes, far travel. I think it is.
Follow me on. Pick some more eggs and bread. I will get Maddie. And I
Yes.
fly to get Maddie.
You fly upstairs. You fly up to Maddie's door.
Yep. I try to open it.
I would assume it's unlocked. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I fly over and I go like, Jesus Christ! Oh my God! It smells like a whole whiskey company in here.
Hey, stop that yelling.
Can
Bring
you
me a
get?
mug of ale.
Can you come down and eat some breakfast so we can get the moving on?
Bring the breakfast here, asses. Is the
Mm.
floor ain't staying
Mm.
put for me when I try standing up.
Can I try to do?
Can you try to do?
Let me see.
You could cast a suggestion.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Go, do it.
Okay.
Yeah. What is happening? What are you doing?
No,
With
it's just
I
Ah,
mean,
suggested.
okay, yeah.
that's I'm gonna make it with disadvantage.
Yeah, of course. So how does it look when you try to suggest?
I look deep in
Oh
Maddie's
my god.
eye. I take some glitter, and I go like, "You will go down and get some breakfast." And I go like,
So, Maddie, you get
Just,
this
ju-
face full of
yeah.
glitter.
No,
"Yep."
actually, what happens is just as the glitter is sort of just inches away from Maddie's face, she sort of there's this metallic sort of fan shape that just springs up from her arm, and the wind draft from the metallic springs just blow the glitter all over. Why don't you try that on me, lass?
Get the fuck out of the bed, then! I say, and I fly and try to slam the door behind me, but I don't really succeed. So it's more like a, "Ping,"
You try to
and it's still
slam it, it
open.
kind of moves a bit, you flies into it, and slams it again, and eventually closing the door.
Yeah.
Maddie turns around and tries to go back to sleep, but she's fuck it. It's ruined anyway, she says. Gets out of bed and really sulkily puts on her armor
Mhm.
and gets out in the hallway. Like
As
she opens the door and then she catches herself on the wall on the other side,
uh,
and then she really unsteadily makes her way down
as you
the
get out of
stairs.
your room, you catch yourself against the far side, the far wall. The stairs is to your right. You look to the stairs, and then you look left further down the hall, and you see down the hall one of the dwarfs you met last night.
Boy,
He's standing with both his hands against the wall.
That's
Aye!
one hell of a night! Yeah!
The ground
For
is shaken!
Flanagan!
The ground is shaken beneath my feet.
These unsturdy, twiggy buildings.
You can see
A proper building is made from stone,
he
she says
stops.
as she walks down.
He stops leaning, rights himself, and then just gets his hand up to like kind of do like a salute gesture, but then like falls behind himself into the room again, and he's gone.
And Maddie doesn't notice it.
Sweet. Yeah, so you eventually get down the stairs.
Yeah. Well, Maddie will
Yeah.
sort of make it across to Olmia's table, and she smells an egg and sort of puts it back.
Yeah.
While Matt or Aisha tried to get Maddie, Holmian has filled his bag with food.
Okay. You know what? Give me a sleight of hand check. Or a stealth.
No, he haven't been stealthy about it.
Okay, yeah.
He just did it.
Well then, every time you walked up to the catering where the food is, you've seen the bar owner walk past some couple of times. He's just been doing stuff meanwhile. The more times, every time you've come up there, he's just giving you like a stern look.
It was more like after Aisha asked him to get more food.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I went up and I took like almost every boiled egg and bread and some, if there is some jerkied meat or smoked meat.
Yeah. I'm gonna say
I fill my bag.
yeah. I'm gonna say you can go ahead and like put down like 8 rations in your inventory if you want to.
Yay!
Because of all the food you stuff on yourself. You can see that the tavern keeper isn't happy, but he's not saying anything. He's like, well, it's a service he provides, but common sense, probably not at this moment. But, yeah.
Not with this guy.
Yeah, exactly.
This service will disappear after this.
Yeah,
day.
most likely. Or there will be like small pictures of your face. One serving only.
Yeah. Then I will send Neffendil to do.
Right, you eventually end up at the same table.
I show
I'll put you there.
Aisha. Got food.
Baked. And she's stuffed her face with eggs and bread.
Maddie slowly sort of smells and like she tries a lot of food. Eventually, she sort of eats a little bit of a slice of white bread. So I'm getting too old for this.
Maybe you should stop drinking the yellow pea drink.
What yellow pea drink? What are you talking about, lass? You
The
know
one
that.
The one that smells and tastes nasty.
Well, you know the bottom from top of a tankard, lass. It's a noble pastime in the tradition of gnomes and dwarfs. There, she says, and then there's a big burp as she sort of forces some more food down her throat.
Smells noble.
Smells not noble.
I
Go Moonpeak.
Yeah, we should get going.
I guess Moonpeak is a perfectly good Do you have a moment? I'd wish to use the smithy in town.
Should go now. You need.
Give me until lunchtime. Well, okay, let's move then.
Okay. No.
Okay,
Go to loud place.
okay. So Maddie goes out. She brings sort of the little bit of bread, and she eats one more bite, and halfway through she just throws it on the floor, and then she goes and she gives her gel to her steel defender to follow her,
Mm-hmm.
and then she goes out and finds a sort of she look for a smithy in town.
Okay, a smithy in town.
Yeah.
Right. Um, yeah. We could go with you then. So you head out into town. You know that further down the road, come to a crossing. You turn left, and then down the road further down, there's a smithy there.
Mm-hmm. So Maddie approaches and, oi, is there anyone working in this here
Yeah.
foundry?
This is kind of a like an outside kind of business. There's no real office. The forge is outside, just under a roof. Um,
Well, Maddie goes looking for someone who
hmm?
looks to be in charge.
Yeah, you see, there's a female half elf. She's she's got like this. She's got like shaved head, except for just on the top of the head, where she's got this like big braid sticking up and then falling down over her shoulder.
So
Looks
Maddie,
kind of beefy, kind of tall for a half elf.
she burps, and under her breath, she half loudly says, "Oi, fucking pointy ass doing forge work over these parts. Not well. That's strange." But
Can
yeah,
I
I know, yeah.
help you?
Ah, I wish to borrow a smithy for up until lunch.
Borrow a smithy, you say?
I wish to work on my things. I wish to thank it.
What things?
Maddie brings up the steel
And then
defender and
she.
sort of opens the hatch, and she brings up a ton of things,
Okay.
springs and gadgets and doohickeys.
Okay.
I think they would most of them would look very alien to anyone.
Right.
And she says, but I mean, she's clearly drunk, so she's not super cohesive or hungover.
This half elf kind of looks you up and down and just. And how are you intending to pay? With
I'll pay
booze?
for. Nah, how much do you want?
Depends on the job.
Yeah, I should pay for the hour.
These
I
are
want
just a
for
bunch
4 hours.
of knickknacks that you've presented. What do you expect me to do with this?
I will be doing the smitten. You sit back.
You want to
I
borrow
wish
my
to rent.
forge?
I
Aye.
wouldn't have a bloody pointy air smitten for me. Not in this lifetime.
I take no offense, but you should watch what you're saying.
It's probably for the best. No offense meant. Merely stating the facts.
Okay. So, for 4 hours, you said?
Yep.
If you want to borrow my
Assuming
forge
that
for 4 hours, that means I don't get my work done for 4 hours.
I don't need the entire forge. But sure,
You need the fire.
I
20 gold.
Maddie's 20 gold. Feckin' thieving. Yeah. Okay, yes. Maddie hands over
You hand
20
over
gold.
20 gold. Okay, sweet. Mark off 20 gold.
20 gold. Yeah, that's. I almost marked off 30.
Where do you
So
have your gold, by the way?
I think it's in that.
Ah,
Her
there.
gold is
Okay, okay,
probably
okay.
in a
Yeah, yeah.
pouch.
I saw it. Yeah, I saw it now.
Okay.
Yeah, sweet. Okay.
All right. So Maddie hands over the gold, and then she doesn't give her another book,
She just
and starts
she cleans up
getting
after
to work.
herself, and then she steps aside.
Yeah. And the thing I think Maddie, she brings up a pair of sort of glasses with these magnifying lenses,
Mhm.
where there's several, and then she starts getting to work.
Okay. Is there an item that you actually would like to craft?
Yes, I mean it's the
Using
one we talked about, but I don't know if we need to reveal it now.
okay. Um,
I mean, I can start. Just wanted to have it done. Then we can activate it at a good time.
Um, so I think that 4 hours would be quite the impossible work to get this done in that time frame.
Then she's working at
Um,
it for 4 hours.
yeah, exactly. You can spend the time now, and then you can carry that stuff with you and continue at another time.
Good.
Yeah. Uh, let's see. E o o e o o. Yeah. Let's see. Go ahead and give me a intelligence check for this. I guess with disadvantage.
With this,
Because,
I mean, it's not going to get worse.
You're still drunk.
It's not going to get worse than that.
It could. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Wait. Yeah.
You get to work on this thing. You make some progress. You kind of you have it more in the mind than in actual physical metal that you want, but you have a plan. You get to work. Yeah. You spend about 4 hours, you said. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet.
I mean, until lunch.
Yeah. All right. Get one.
When Maddie's done, she goes to find the others.
Yeah.
Or not done.
During the time Maddie is away, Holmion will go outside sword break. Is this town walled in? I can't really remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, it is. It is walled in.
Yeah. What's the environment like outside the town? Is it farming land or is it?
Yeah, as soon as you come outside the gates, it's quite an open landscape. There's some small glades and stuff nearby, but there's like farming land, mostly to the north of the town.
Yeah.
And you exit on the west side
Yeah.
of the town. But it's quite an open space.
Yeah. What kind of are there any wildlife?
Not directly outside, but there's There's probably wildlife in some of the glades nearby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then I get over to one of those glades. I try to find like hares or maybe yeah, smaller wildlife like hares, rabbits, quails. If I find anything bigger, I'm happy to. But
Okay, so you're doing this meanwhile, and as Maddie has walked away.
sorry, what did you say?
Are you doing this at the same time that Maddie is away working
Yeah,
her? Okay,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah. Uh, go ahead and give me a survival check. Aisha, what are you doing? Did you
Uh,
follow with Holomeon outside of town? Are
yeah,
you?
yeah, I'm following Mia.
Yeah.
25.
25. Yeah. Uh, you see there are some small rabbits and stuff jumping around in this small glade. Um, and you manage to catch some if you want to.
Yeah.
Hmm?
Uh, I don't want to take all, but it depends how many I see. But I want to take a few
Hmm?
if it's possible.
You see about 5
Yeah.
as you spend some time walking
Then
around and you follow their tracks and you yeah.
yeah. Well, then I take 2.
Hmm?
I put one down with an arrow, and Nevendil snatches the other one.
Hmm? Sweet.
Uh, and I want to skin them, and then I bring them back to the inn.
Hmm? So you head back to the inn with your skinned rabbits.
Yep.
Uh, yeah. Eventually you get back.
Did you want me to be able to read that? Because I can't read that.
No, that was for Maddie.
Okay. Yeah. I hand the skinned rabbits over to the innkeeper.
Yep. As a payment.
Yep.
Yep. He thanks you, of course, and he holds out his hand for a handshake.
Yep. I take it and first I awkwardly looks at it before I realize what he wants to do. I take it and shake it and look stupidly happy.
Hmm? Sweet.
Trade.
You eventually make your or Maddie finds her way back eventually. Now not that hungover. Um, you meet outside of the tavern. You can see that the teenagers that was there the previous night, uh, they're not there anymore. Um, yeah. Uh, Maddie, as you walk back to the tavern, this is about midday. There's a woman in her 20s, late 20s, that kind of walks past you, and then she just kind of stops in your peripheral, and she just kind of looks at you. And you kind of recognize this woman. This is a woman that was a bar maiden at the morning race. And she says,
Mhm.
You? What? I..." And then she just smiles, and she asks for a hug.
Aye, come here, Ross.
And I don't know if you remember, but I think last session when you went in town, you shared that you helped a young lady with an abortion at the morning race.
Yes.
And then there was a young soldier who broke his kneecap 2 days later. After she gives you a hug, she just takes a step back and just
Uh,
what
are you holding up all right, Ross?
what you did to Ronnie? He's still walking with a limp.
I
So,
don't know what happened to Ronnie last.
I
I'm a medical professional.
I don't know either, but thank you.
No problem. I hope that the other lads learn from his example.
Yes.
Well, very good.
She,
Let me know. Well,
yeah.
good seeing you on your feet, lass.
Good to see you again. And then she continues walking down the street.
Maddie looks more sober. She sets off towards the city gates with a little bit more spring in her step.
Did you want to meet at the city gates?
I don't know.
Yeah,
Or
Hmm?
if we haven't met up in the tavern, I guess we meet up at the city gates.
Yeah. You meet up at the gates. It is not raining that much. Calm down. Um, you meet up outside the city.
Well, there is no Holomeon.
There's no Holomeon.
no.
What are the plans?
Well, Maddie
I
says
guess
off to Moon's Peak then
Hmm?
for a hunt.
You look towards where Moon's Peak would be. It's just like west. There's actually a map that you all can see if you want to. If you click
yeah.
the
I
journal
think
tab.
I think it's to the southwest.
Yeah. If you click the journal tab,
Hmm.
there should be a
Yeah.
map.
Yes.
Wait, why are the two of me on the map?
Because I don't
One
know.
is not enough.
One is not enough.
Eh,
You know which direction it is. Yeah, exactly. Southwest. Uh, you can see looking southwest. You can see where Swordbreak would be. Um, there are still some clouds looming over Swordbreak. That goes over Swordbreak and then connects into over the Jade Woods.
I'd say we follow those small clouds. They are suspicious to be.
Where's Moon's Peak? Can't see it.
Can't see it. Oh, maybe
It's
I haven't.
one of the mountains
Yeah,
to the southwest
there's a
of
kingdom. There's
the
a
island.
kingdom map and there's the regional map.
Oh,
Moon's Peak is just at the foot of a mountain down to the left.
yeah,
Yeah.
yes. Sure. It's in the direction of Moon's Peak, so let's head off to heads towards Stormbreak then, says Mary and starts walking.
Did you want to go towards Swordbreak?
It's
Well,
in the right direction, right?
Yeah, I mean,
aren't we?
you could walk past it and continue on. That's up to you.
Is it less than a day's march?
The total journey would be maybe a day if you maybe 1.5 day.
To
Might
Moon's
might
Peak.
might be 2 days to get to Moon's Peak.
I mean, well, I guess we're heading. I mean, we'll stop by Swordbreak, would we not? Does he know owe us any money or Jonas yet? I don't remember.
He's not paid you, but
He's not paid us yet. That's a
yeah.
really good reason to go by Swordbreak.
I mean, yeah.
Uh, so
But I can't really remember if your arrangement was that you continue working for him and deal with the stuff in the woods, and then get paid.
I don't remember either. Let's go refresh that deal. And Maddie believes that it's time to get more money.
Okay.
She spent a fucking fortune on 4 hours in Forge.
Right.
Yeah, Holomir doesn't really disagree. He's just standing there waiting.
Okay. You head off to Swordbreak.
So
Uh,
Maddie's head straight to Janus's mansion.
yeah. Uh, as you get
Bang,
closer,
bang, bang.
as you get closer, um, you see the rain over Swordbreak. You feel that as you come close, there is a chilliness in the air. Um, there are some clouds that are present just overhead.
So, Maddie, I want to do an intelligence check to sort of see whether I mean, it's just. I guess it's an arcana.
Yeah, go ahead and give me an Arcana
If
check.
there's anything supernatural about the chill.
That is good.
So that's good. So Maddie brings out from the Steel Defender. She brings out this. It looks sort of like a weather station with one of these spinning little doohickeys,
Mm-hmm.
but it's also got some crystals, and it's sort of, and she's sort of cranks something, and it does sort of this semi-scientific, semi-magical glow,
Mm-hmm.
and then there's this spark from it.
Mm-hmm. This little doohickey, it kind of indicates to you that the temperature here is it's steady. It is definitely colder than it was in Daybreak. You look up at the clouds. It seems like even though the wind is blowing and you see clouds that are in the distance, they're moving slowly, as clouds are. The clouds above you seems to be centered and focused on this part. Like you look above you and it's almost like you're standing in the eye of a storm. And you see the
What about sort
clouds.
of? Is there anything arcane, supernatural
I mean,
that the device picks up on with a 22 arcana?
yeah. I mean, as Aisha with her arcane knowledge from the day before, this would most likely be some kind of magical influence over the weather. Someone is making this happen, and the clouds, they leave a trail that wanders out over into the Jade Woods. It kind of connects with overhead to Jade Woods.
I
Um,
think it has this weather. It has something to do with that thing that we met over in the woods, she says as she packs down the
Yes,
thing.
weather strange.
I caveman, yes. Weather strange. I think Maddie would say it in very scientific terms at first, even more eloquently than I did. But well, Maddie marches up to the gate of Lord Janus's house and gives it a big,
Hmm?
decisive bang, bang, bang.
Hmm?
Lord Janus!
He opens the door. Ah!
Holobion and Neffendil, and I guess Aisha
Yep.
follows.
Yep. Ah! My adventurers.
Well, I have news for you.
Well, come
Well,
inside. Step inside. We don't want to stand in the rain and cold.
So Maddie
Leads
steps
you inside.
inside.
He's got a small fire going in his fireplace. There's a small tray of some fruits.
Maddie grabs an apple
Hmm?
and sits down by
Yes,
the
yes,
fire.
please help yourself. Just, of course.
Much obliged, uh, Lord Janus. Well, Lord Janus, I have we followed the dwarven mage as far as we could, but the trail died on us in Swordbreak. However, we did pick up another trail, so we'll be heading towards Moon's Peak.
Moon's Peak.
Aye, south of here.
Haven't been.
However, I must say that in terms of our previous arrangement, we must consider payment.
Do
It has
you
taken
reckon the job
several
is
nights.
finished then? The creature in the woods?
The first step in the process is finished. Now begins phase 2.
Go ahead and give me a persuasion check. Now begins phase 2. Let's see, I'm gonna have a roll.
Ooh, that's a lot.
Phase 2, you say?
Aye.
I believe that phase 1 is kill the creature, and phase 2 would be get the payment. But of course, I understand if you need a bit of traveling money.
Aye.
Your travel
The
to Moon's Peak, will this help you in this endeavor?
Oh, it's the best lead we've got. And
Aye.
like you're onto it, it would slow down investigation if we have to take odd jobs in between.
That is true.
I'm not sure if I remember it correctly, but I think our mission was to get the dwarf. I think.
I think you've struck multiple deals.
I have a memory of that.
I think there's a deal with handling the creature in the woods, and I believe there's
Yeah.
a deal with tracking down the dwarf.
Yeah.
It's been too long. I can't really remember. Fuck. I need to look back. But he kind of gives you a glance, Maddie. How much would you need? You believe?
I don't remember how much we got last time. Did we get that? We got some for the
Yeah, I think you did.
first. But I don't know what's a reasonable amount to demand for 4 days of travel.
Well, it's 4 days of travel with sleeping outside.
Risks. Well, I mean, we're taking a risk.
Yeah, of course, yeah. He's gonna pick up a small leather pouch. He's gonna hand it over. 15 gold. Enough for food and
Okay, well,
housing on your travels.
well, it'll have to do for now, Maddie says. I guess Matt is the one that takes the money. His homie is not interested, right? Or is he?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Much obliged, Lord Janus. We'll be out of your hair. Oh, and did you consider asking for reinforcements against the situation in the Dead Woods?
Yes, they were sent out this morning.
Sent out? Where did you send them?
To the Jade
Not
Woods.
into the woods. Into the woods.
They were hungry. They wanted
Ugh.
it.
Well, Lord Janus,
They did.
I'll be when we retrieve the bones of the soldiers. I expect another 50 gold as a reward. But right now we are off to Moon's Peak, and maybe ask for some more soldiers, but keep them in the village.
He is kind of looking at you with. There's a feeling of not regret, maybe, but there's some sort of fear in his eyes. But there's still too much pride to actually express. Yes,
And
well,
Maddie turns around.
on your return, we'll speak again, I hope.
We all shall. Till then, Maddie says and walks out.
Yes. All right.
Bye.
Is this Lord Janus?
Yeah, that is Lord Janus.
That is one ugly motherfucker.
Yeah, I mean, he's not that pretty.
It's okay. It's okay. All right.
I need bedroll.
Yeah,
What was
you
that?
you gave yours away.
Yep.
Yep. All right.
So Maddie heads off towards it's a bridge, right? It
Yeah,
goes across.
there's a bridge you can cross over. That will lead you to the outside of the Jade Woods, and then following the lake.
When they reach sort of the closest point to the Jade Woods, Maddie brings up her weather measuring instrument and points it towards the Jade Woods.
Hmm. Um, you get a sense that even though the clouds are still looming, uh, and the rain is still falling, uh, with your small machine
9.
here, yeah, with your 9, but with your small machine and your knowledge of it, um, it might be that the thing that it caught up on before isn't that strong. It might be that your machine is acting out because it's
Yeah.
hard to read, hard
Maddie
to.
taps it annoyingly. It's really annoying. Like,
Mm,
fucking crap, she says, and tosses it back, not unmildly,
mm,
to a back compartment of the steel defender.
yeah.
I use Druidcraft
Right.
to predict the weather
Hmm.
for the next 24 hours.
Hmm.
What does it say?
That would be in this location, right?
Yeah.
You hold out your hand, and there's a arcane effect going up in your hand. Uh, Funny enough, there's no signs of rain or clouds. It suggests that it would be sunny skies,
But it's raining.
but it's raining, and the
Mm.
clouds are still above you.
Weather unnatural.
I
Range.
I think so. Too
Should
bad
be
me.
sun.
Yeah. Too bad me meteorological defibrillators. Well, it's not working proper. I will look for a better hydrogen crystal at the time. Mary says, "Oh shit! The
Oh
disaster has
no!
struck. It is time for another."
He disappeared. He's back.
I'm back
Hello.
and behind the map. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
We can hear you. Welcome back.
Thank you. I didn't hear at all what you said.
Well, Maddie was complaining about her device. Said that she needed to upgrade the. I said the hydrogen, but what she meant to say was hydrosensitive crystals. That she needed new ones.
Hydrosensitive crystals.
Yes. Then she sort of moved on walking.
So you continue after standing outside of the Jade Woods for a moment, kind of just figuring out that weird fucking stuff is going down.
Uh, I just have to make a quick phone call. Sorry.
Oh no.
I think we are. Yeah.
I'll be
Or not.
right back.
That's fine.
Yeah.
What did I miss?
Allowed.
We are outside the Jade Woods. Maddie managed to get some more money from what's his face, Lord Janus,
Okay.
yeah. And now Henry's making a phone call.
Are we searching for that fucker that we are searching for?
Yeah, we're traveling towards Moon's Peak, but since Jade Woods is sort of on the way.
Yeah.
We are at the closest point towards the Jade Woods,
Exactly.
and Maddie brought out a weather measuring device that malfunctioned, and she complained about it. And Holmion has concluded that the rain that is not a natural rain. It's not supposed to be raining, but it is raining.
Okay. It's the same rain that was in other clouds, same as the one that was over the city
Yeah.
or the village.
Yeah, exactly. When you were in Swordbreak, you saw that the clouds around the village were moving with the wind. The dark cloud that was over the village kind of just stood still there, honing in on the village. Um, ja. Ska vi vänta på han eller?
Vi kan väl köra på. Jag menar,
Yeah.
we're traveling towards Moon's Peak.
Ja.
Holmion is just a little bit quiet, right?
Holmion is a little bit quiet.
Right now.
You continued your journey. You walk.
I don't have any token with any vision.
No, I know.
Let's see.
Wait, there should be vision without tokens. If I just do it
No.
quickly. There we go.
I'm
It
back.
is.
You continue walking. This you find a path, a road.
Babe.
Yeah.
Why do you still have the tavern music on when we're in the woods?
Because it's always on.
It's a secret tavern, a ghost tavern.
Everything is a tavern.
Everything is a tavern.
Okay, we have a road.
Okay. You'll have to explain to us why we stop at this particular piece of road.
Ah, no, nothing really. I'm just carrying you through the journey. You continue walking. Um, you walk for about 2 hours. Um, then you start to come across a river.
A river.
A river.
Un river.
And I'm gonna put you out on the map.
It's just black and I just see Asia.
That's fine.
Now I see
I will
more.
fix it.
You will fix it.
There we go.
Ah. I mean, Maddie
Is
is
the
trudging along.
Is the music too loud?
No.
Kind of.
No, and kind of. Okay. Oh my god, there's really no way in between. Okay. Yeah, you come to a river. You follow the river for a while before you see a bridge.
I don't see a bridge. Now I see a bridge.
Oh shit, there's people on the other side.
And you see that on the other side there's this these soldiers.
What
It
is
looks like.
that? Is it gnolls?
It looks like soldiers that are kind
Oi,
of
help, man.
marching your way.
Maddie is scrounging to hide behind the rock. And
Yeah,
You want to try to
she
hide?
calls out to hold me on and says, yeah.
Okay.
I'm flying up and sitting on a branch.
Okay. Go ahead and give me stealth checks.
Oh yeah.
I mean, since Maddie has disadvantage on stealth with her armor, but since she's going to be stationary, I want to disregard that disadvantage.
Yeah, sure. You only ran away. Sweet.
Fucking hey!
I'm so happy that they rolled terribly.
Yeah. You see you see that there is one of them who's kind of the leader, and then there's 6 of them who's kind of just your regular soldier. They're probably walking from Rex Ridge, and
Maddie will, yeah.
Yeah.
How well can we see them?
I mean, you see them quite well. It's not that far away, and you get a look at the colors on their armor and stuff. Maddie, you would know that they're bearing the colors of Rex Ridge.
So they would not be hostile then?
I mean, not. I mean, not if not provoked.
Not if not provoked. So I guess that was a wasted net 20 on the hiding.
Yeah. I mean,
What? Yeah. I mean, let's use it for comic relief.
yeah.
Health.
You can see they're walking along the bridge, and you see that some of the soldiers stay behind, and they just walk up and they stand close to the edge of the bridge, and they just starts to spit into water, and the leader turns around. Hey, focus up, and they kind of just forms back into the line again. What did you roll? Stealth 7. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't roll good at all. I say that. I do that. Focus on. And as I sit on my branch, dangling my feet.
Okay, so they turn around. Hey, you
Hi.
there.
Ah.
What are you doing in the tree?
Well, I'm a fairy, and fairy loves trees, so
Perching.
I'm sitting in the tree. What are you doing, boys?
We are heading towards Daybreak.
Why?
Not your business.
Does it has to do something with the magical clouds that are not so good at for people?
No.
You're lying.
No.
Inside.
Okay.
Check.
Inside check. Okay, go ahead.
Inside. Eh. Ah. She's like, you're lying.
Well, if I'm lying, then you're lying.
Oh, fairies always lie. Kind of.
Ah.
But, quick question. What can you people do to magical clouds? Nothing at all. You can fly. Do you have magic?
Here, one of the soldiers just goes to their leader. Should we just keep going and don't mind this figure here?
Oh, you should never ignore a fairy. If you do that, I will put a curse on you.
Maddie will look up from her hiding spot, still relying on that 22
Yeah,
stealth.
they're not looking your way.
Yeah, and signaling towards Aisha to go like, Tone it
Quiet
down,
down.
lass.
Aisha, go ahead and give me a deception check.
I'm going to roll bad at that also.
Or if you're trying to threaten them. That depends on you.
No,
Yeah.
I'm trying to.
Trying to deceive them.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna make a couple of rolls here. Let's see. 11, 13, 16. Kind of a group roll. Ah. Fairies don't put curses on people. At least I've heard.
You know a lot of fairies?
Well, no.
Then you don't be really sure about that, right? Yeah. But you didn't answer my question. What can you do about the clouds? Can you fly?
Well, no, but
Do you have magic then?
you know what? Have a good day.
Or
Then he turns
oh,
around.
wait a minute. I know who is putting the clouds up in the sky if you want to kill that person.
They start walking, and when you say that, the leader stops again. You said you know who did this?
Yeah, that person we were fighting. Var fan var vi någonstans?
He kind of walks in between his men, walking up to you.
Jane.
Come down from the tree right
Yeah.
now.
I'm kind of small. I'm sitting here, but I would tell you about the person if you want to. It's a dwarf who we fought in a cave with gnolls under. What was the city called?
Swordbreak.
Swordbreak.
Daybreak.
And this dwarf,
Yeah.
where is he now?
Well, if we tracked him right, he's at the moon peak.
Moon's Peak.
Aisha is a proper bullshitter. She's just.
Or Alex doesn't know where the fuck anything is.
It's fine.
Are we not going to moon peak?
Yeah,
because
but
we
you're
have
not,
Yes,
you're
we
not
are
looking for
there?
him there.
Where
We don't know that he's there. We don't know.
But
It's just like
you
it's
could
our
say
only lead.
you could say that he's in Moonpeak. Go ahead and give me a
I mean,
deception
yeah.
check. See what he gets. 10. Yeah. If he was headed to Moonpeak, then we would have met him already.
Well, that little fucker can get invisible.
So, am I
I-
to get this straight? You sit in this tree and you tell lies to people. You are wasting my
No.
time.
No, I'm not telling lies. I'm telling you that we're searching for a person that doing these magical clouds that are killing people. Is a dwarf that can be invisible and hide because and if you have, like I said, he should have some fairy glitter still on him when I fought with him. Fairy glitter you don't get off you for at least a year, and it's not has been a year yet.
You can hear the soldiers talking amongst each other.
She just lied a minute again. I know. I go like,
I want to be ready to jump them if they try to harm Aisha.
Um,
Are the guards tensing up, or is there?
I mean,
What's
no,
that?
they don't seem to be tensed up. They only seem to be a bit annoyed. Um,
Aisha goes like, well, if you don't want to believe me, but I'm telling you what I know, it's fine. But I'm going to Moonpeak and try to find that fucker. So, yeah. Have a good day.
uh, you hear the leader look up to you. Are you alone out here?
No. I have lots of friends in the forest. Very
I'm
stupid
just
all
gonna
the
assume
time.
that you're lying all the time, so that would be a yes then. What say you come with us and help us find this person?
Here's the deal though. I don't know your names and if I can trust you and who you're working with. How do I know you do that? You're not gonna put me in a little lantern and keep me prisoner and do what the fuck you want with me. I have heard a lot of shady stuff about you humans. Just saying.
You can see that. Give me a perception check, Aisha.
One of them have a
Or
lantern.
Holomeon. Or Holomeon can do as well because he's in the tree.
There we go.
This would not be at advantage, I would say, because you're trying to
No.
look.
Oh, it was a 17. Then it rolled
Just do a roll. Okay, yeah, you don't see shit. Well,
Can Maddie have a look
I
from
mean, if you want to peek out, Maddie, and try to get a look, sure.
Well, Maddie did peek
Yeah,
out. They don't see her.
Go ahead and give me a perception check, Maddie.
Sorry.
Sweet. Maddie, you see that the guard here, closest to you, he's kind of turned away from Aisha. Just slightly. And he's pulling something up from his bag. It looks like some kind of net.
Oh, well then Maddie jumps up on top of the rock and says, "Oi, soldiers of Rexridge.
What the?
Well met.
Hey! Who are you?
Hey, my name is Maddie. I'm a traveling salesman of tinctures and tonics.
The
Do
leader
you have any
walks.
pains?
The leader walks up all the way to you.
Do you have any aches or pains that I can alleviate?"
The only
she brings up
pain. The only pain is this encounter. I guess you're the friend.
Well, we've been travel companions. I usually befriend people with a higher intellectual aptitude.
I see. And you too would be hunting this dwarf, I would assume?
Nay, as you can clearly tell, she is a little bit
Delusional.
lost in the head, that one. We are simply merely traveling the Southlings road in search of business. And Maddie brings out a small sort of glowing, a small pebble that has this greenish glow.
Okay.
And then shows it off.
What business is this?
Well, like I said, I'm a traveling merchant selling tinctures and tonics. And we'll be on our merry way.
Aye. Be careful in the woods.
Same to you, mister.
Look out for the dwarf!
Kind of looks towards Maddie again. Kind of nods his head. Well, this was a waste of time. And then he starts walking again.
Well, life is but a long waste of time.
They start to make their way away from you.
To Maddie and go like, what? Why did you lie? They could have helped us. More the
They were
merrier.
not. Let me tell you, lass, they were not in a helping mood.
They would kill that dwarf with us. I mean, the more the merrier.
Aye, but let me get one thing straight. You heard the nasty things about the humans. You know the stories. And then you think...
Well, I kind of lied. I kind of lied about that one, but... So my lie is true then?
Listen, do you remember the maid that we met when we left Daybreak, Swordbreak? I'm just telling you, the men in armor is better off without them. Especially a wee girl like you.
So they were going to capture me and keep me as out.
Well, I waited. The one of them was drawing a net out of his pocket when I jumped up.
Oh. Humans are sick bastard. I'm not a pet.
Aye, they are sick indeed. But they are also the only way to throw coin, Mary says, and bounces her coin pouch.
I still don't understand why you need money.
When the soldiers passed the tree, Holomeon and Nefendil slipped down from it, and they both snarled towards the group.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, they didn't notice. Their metal shields and swords and armor, they're just clanking and making a lot of noise as they were moving away.
Yep.
Right.
Right, off we go, off with trot then, says Mary.
Yep.
And move towards the bridge.
Yep. Nefendil! He's fast.
Steel Defender is
yeah, the Steel Defender is somewhere also.
It's just following Maddie around.
Yeah. Sweet.
Geronimo!
I refill my water skin.
Yeah.
Before we leave the river.
Yep.
Maddie has entered what's it called?
Great, so
dimension. The ethereal realm.
I am preparing the next map. Sorry. You continue your journey uh, for a couple of hours. It's beginning to be evening, and you find yourself at a fork in the road.
A fork in the road.
A fork in the road.
Do we know how which way
Uh,
the...
you would know that you would need to take the left road to continue your journey. Can you see the
Hey.
map, by the way?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sweet.
And I can see the deer.
So yeah, Holomir, you notice that down the road there is a deer. Oh shit.
Oh no, it's dead.
It exploded.
Let's go.
You see a deer. It is laying down by the foot of this small hill rock, and it is bleeding.
Can I see any blood track around it where it came from?
From here, go ahead and give me a perception check.
Can I use advantage from Neffendil as he tries to smell and sniff the area?
Yeah, sure.
Blah.
You can see that there's a trail of blood leading into the woods here.
Yeah.
It is just the faintest of blood. From your assessment, it looks like the deer didn't walk its way over here by itself.
Yeah, that's what I'm suspecting.
Mm-hmm.
With that 20, does Neffendil pick up anything else?
Let's see.
Because I think this is a setup.
Yeah, you can definitely see that Neffendil kind of is on the guard and sniffing.
Yeah.
And turns to you and just gives you a kind of a small growl.
Yeah.
And then looks into the forest.
Yeah.
But then Neffendil also looks to the rock behind you here.
Yeah. I turn around and I whisper threat
Mm-hmm.
and the directions. I don't know what's north, south,
I think
east, or west.
this would be north. This way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. North, south, threat.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Maddie immediately, she was doing something, fiddling with something, but she immediately sort of snaps out of it and brings out her battle hammer. Oi! I'll head north, she says. And she, as sneakily, she's gonna move sneakily, so I will do a stealth with disadvantage. That's 11.
Yep.
And she wants to move up until she sort of
Yeah.
sees something.
Are there any footprints around the deer?
When you're standing close to it, you see that the same way the blood trail came from. There are small footprints, and they look like goblin footprints.
I ready my bow.
Yeah. Hold me on.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh my god. Did you see that roll?
Nope.
Alright, okay. I made a boo-boo. I made a wrong.
Haha.
An arrow from your left.
Yeah.
Up on the hill. Strikes
Yeah.
down
So
into
one.
the ground in front of you.
If I may, I want to return the fire.
Go ahead and return it, and then we're gonna roll for initiative.
Sorry, I'm
It's
a
fine.
little bit confused. No, I don't want Neffendale's attacks. I want my own. And I want to use my arrow.
A 15?
Yeah, so a 15.
Yeah, that hits.
But is that correct?
Huh?
11, 15.
Did you just pick the arrow?
Yeah, I clicked on the arrow.
You need to shoot with the longbow if you want to fire.
Yeah, but is it a hit?
Yeah, it's a hit. Yeah.
Yeah, then I go with that.
Yeah, that's fine.
What do I roll for damage?
Just do with your longbow, and we'll take the damage from the longbow.
Okay.
If you're using the longbow.
Yeah.
Yep. Seven.
Yeah.
Yeah. You see the arrow lands at your feet. You turn around in a smooth motion. You fire off the arrow. You pierce the arrow through this goblin, and it just falls. And it falls down the cave wall and just lands on the ground, and it's super dead.
Yeah. Okay. So initiative, I guess.
Initiative. You know how you put yourself in the initiative thingy-dingy?
Don't they do it automatically by the when you're rolling, right? Yeah, I think so.
Well, Maddie, and then Holmion. Aisha, do you need help?
Normal initiative.
Yeah. And then the Steel Defender is with you, Maddie? Right?
Yeah, the steel defenders on Maddie's turn.
Acts on your turn.
Yeah, and the same thing with
The same thing with Nefendil.
Neffendil.
8.
Yeah, he acts on Maddie's turn.
No, don't you? I know that. I know that is not true.
Maddie, you're first up. You see this goblin rolling down the hill as it screams out in
Well,
pain.
so Maddie is gonna move one. Does she see anything here around here?
If you want to use your... Oh my god, that's so loud. If you want to use your action to make a perception check.
I think that's what's
two
gonna have
different
to happen.
music on, baby.
Not now.
Yeah, not now.
Okay.
And that was the
Let's see,
action.
let's see, let's see. You do spot 3 more just to this be in front of you in the woods.
Where? There we go. I move 1. So Matt is just gonna move all the way up. And Steel Defender joins suit. And let's see what we have. Oh no! Wait. That is can I redo that move just slightly?
Yeah, fine.
Time. Maddie stands right there. Steel Defender is right here.
Yes.
Right here. And Maddie is going to use what's it called? Where is it? There we go. Sorry for the time. Tasha's Caustic Brew. So that is. So Maddie runs up to them, and then she sort of brings out this nozzle from her coat, and she does a big squeeze with her arm, and there's this 30 feet long and 5 foot wide line of acid that just sprays out on the gnolls. I'm just gonna see if I can like that.
God.
First level.
Music is really loud, baby.
I know.
So it's something like. Wait, why is it? It's super weird. I don't understand. Didn't work. But it's yeah, DC 15.
Yeah.
Uh,
I am in the process of rolling. Let's see, the DC is 15. One of them fails. Two of them fails. The one in the middle succeeds. The other ones failed.
So now they take 2d4 acid damage at the beginning of their turn, unless they take an action to scrape it off.
Ah, okay. So you spray some acid over them.
Yeah, and then the Steel Defender goes out and does the Force Empowered Rend on the one that's closest by.
Okay. That hits for 7 damage.
So that's the
Down is
zap.
1. Doom. Boom.
And then Maddie goes like, "Rawr! Come here, you hairy bastards!"
Sweet. Right, is that your turn?
Yes, that is turn.
Yes. And if they choose to take an action, they take damage first?
Yeah, it's at the beginning of the turn. They will
Okay.
take 2d4.
And that was rolled, and that was 5. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
5.
So the goblin here is gonna take.
Oh no, it's 2. Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
The goblin here is gonna take the damage, and then he's gonna try to shoot you with his bow. So 22 to hit for 6 piercing damage.
22 to hit for 6 piercing damage. Well,
Yeah.
that is damage.
Hmm?
Why is don't I see my thing? I'll just do it from the sheet. 6 damage. Thank you.
Yes. And that one is dead. Holomean, you can see from the top of the hill where the deer was lying. There's a goblin-looking fellow. He looks bigger. He's trying to slide down the hill.
This is
Towards
a
you.
hobgoblin.
Let's see. He's gonna make a acrobatics, I would say. Yeah, sweet. He slides down the hill, and as he do, he lands on the ground, and then he takes out his longbow and fires off at you. 13 to hit. That's a miss.
That's a miss. It's a miss.
That's a miss. That's his turn. Oh, I haven't even begun the combat. Fucking hell. And then it's that one. It's gone. You see again from atop the hill, there's another goblin up there that is gonna try the same thing.
It's
He
yeah.
fails. He falls down.
Yeah, okay.
He falls down. He's prone on the ground. Alltså, snälla katt. Så jobbig. Förlåt. From your left, Holomeon, there's another dude popping up, trying to shoot you. Fucking
That's a
hell.
miss.
Holomeon.
That's so bad.
Halloween just dodges everything.
Dodges left and right.
I roll for Neffendale's Furiosity. And I get a 2. Let's see here. I'll have Neffendale run up to that dude. And he tries to make his signature attack.
A 14 misses. You can see the hobgoblin picks up his shield, covers the bite attack.
Then I fire with my longbow.
Yes.
Towards the same guy.
Yep.
That's a fucking natural
God.
20.
So what is that? A 6 plus 8. Right? Yeah. How do you kill this dude?
6 plus
14.
8.
As he turns around to block Neffendale's attack, I just shoot him straight through the neck.
Sweet.
As he is completely focused on Neffendale.
Yeah. He brings up his shield and pushes with his sword hand, turns to you with a growl, and then just gets an arrow straight through his head.
Yeah.
Sweet. Anything else you want to do?
That. Nope, that's me.
Okay.
I'll actually back up a little so I can get a better view of the guy on the cliff.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right.
Then I'm done.
Yeah. Oh no. Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Should we say thank you and stop
Yes,
speaking Swedish, or
the
are you
program,
recording?
The program
goodbye.
is bugging out, so we're gonna bug out as well.
Bugger off.
We're gonna
Don't
continue
bugger off.
next time.
Next time.
Next time.
Ah yeah!
Okay. Goodbyes. Goodbyes.
Good. Bye.
Bye.